What up guys, we all know that rogues are and have always been the most overpowered class in the game. Of course, the rogue players will always deny it and call everybody else OP because, well, let's face it, nobody wants to admit that they are playing on easy mode. Without further ado, today I will show you proof of how ridiculous the rogue class can be when played properly. At this moment, we now find ourselves on a 1v1 situation with a subtlety rogue. He makes a pretty big mistake here of wasting evasion while trying to kite me. Let's see how punished he gets for that mistake. Yep, not punished at all, he can just kidney shot right after and reset the fight. Now keep in mind that I am a demon hunter, arguably the highest mobility class in the game, and on top of that, I can spot him in stealth, and that is exactly what I do here. Let's see how it plays out. Yep, he uses Shadow Dance and almost 100 to 0s me right there and then, forcing me to use my defensive blur, at which point he simply resets the fight again, just because he doesn't want to deal with it. Right here you will see a trinket animation go off on his sap. Guys, the YouTube filter has blocked so many toxic comments about this. Notice that I do not play with a medallion trinket. I pretty much always use the sigil trinket instead, which is an automatic 1 minute cooldown CC removal. I would never in my right mind trinket a sap just for the sake of it. You should always play medallion when facing a rogue. I have been saying it throughout my guides. I just prefer to play with sigil, and I do not believe that medallion would have made any difference whatsoever in this match. If I were to trinket a kidney shot, he would simply gouge me and reset the fight all over again. Now there is a thing that this rogue did not know, but that I'm going to tell you. Even if you don't play rogue, you will be aware of it next time you get one-shotted through blur. The thing is that Subtlety's rogue Shadow Strike cannot miss. I know it does not say so on the tooltip, but trust me, that ability cannot be dodged. This is a known issue and it has worked like this for a very long time. You can just ask one of your rogue friends to try it out in a duel, and I guarantee you that you will see that every single Shadow Strike will go through. Now at this point, low rating players will say that all I need to do is keep the rogue dotted in order to not let him reset the fight. Well guys, if you have been paying attention to these rogues debuff icons, you will notice that I have kept him with dot debuffs the entire match. Also, every time I Trogglaive him, he gets slowed by 50%, and I am spamming this Trogglaive every chance I get as soon as I see that he's trying to get close to the boxes. Very few classes can make as much pressure as a demon hunter in this situation, keeping up with his mobility, keeping him dotted all the time, and regenerating some HP on the go. Now if as a demon hunter playing this right, I cannot kill him. Imagine a poor retribution paladin for example. Rogues only have 3 states. They either have their offensive cooldowns available and are on their burst window, or they have one of their very powerful defensives up and they are on a defensive window instead, or lastly they are effectively uncatchable, because they either keep you in infinite crowd control chains, kiting you to oblivion for as long and as often as they please, or of course in stealth. And at this point some guys will say that infinite crowd control chains are impossible because of diminishing returns. Well, my answer to you on that is that DRs last for 15 seconds. It's peanuts for them. It makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. They will easily wait for 15 seconds behind a box, kite you around it, and guess what? After those 15 seconds, every single diminishing return has expired. And now here comes your full kidney shot all over again. A good rogue has absolutely no counterplay possible, and that is why so many streamers play this class. They know that very few classes even stand a chance. But at the end of the day, the rogue always has by far the upper hand. Also, a lot of people complain about demon hunter healing. Well, please pay attention to how much this rogue healed throughout this game. He healed for almost 1,000,000 HP. Yes, you heard right and you are seeing it with your own eyes. This rogue healed for way more than a demon hunter can. This is absolutely ridiculous, but unfortunately it has always been like this and it will never be changed. Proof of of how overpowered Rogue still is, just so you know that no, it is not just you making mistakes. Sometimes you are just bumping into a brick wall. All the butthurt know-it-all players, please let me know what you think in the comments below. I know how much you want to tell me how bad I played this match, but the truth is, in this match in particular, I couldn't have made any more pressure than I did on this guy, and still he easily managed to reset the fight any number of times he pleased. Thanks for watching guys, subscribe if you haven't yet, and as always, I will see you in the arena.